I think I may have just bought the rarest scooter in South Africa. An Aerox 50 liquid cooled. Let's get into it. So, this is my 2002 Yamaha Aerox. 50cc liquid cooled, originally bought in the UK. These were never brought into South Africa, and when this popped up, I had to scoop it up, sight unseen. But it doesn't come without a few issues. It has a major water leak, and this needs to be sorted. Nonetheless, it was a great buy. Alright, let's check out what we're going to install today. So, like I've said, we've got a bit of a leak. So I bought a Motorforce water pump kit. This water pump kit comes with some O-rings, impeller, bearings, all of that. So, covering all the bases. I don't know what's wrong with the scooter, but this will be sure to cover all our bases right now. Then, for cosmetic side, we're not going to do any big modification. I just want to get the scooter running, but I thought I'd get some awesome little mods, and I've got the pillion seat eliminator. So if you know the Aerox or the Nitro, they come with a foam pillion seat. This is where you put in your fuel. I decided to get a seat eliminator in black. It will go quite nice with the yellow for now until I decide what color I want to go for. But this is going to be a nice little addition to the scooter. Starting at the front, I have decided to go with a smoked lenses all round. So I've gotten a STR8 smoked headlight cluster. This is just going to look amazing on the scooter. So the black and the yellow is going to look quite good. So I've got this, and along with that, I've got an integrated tail light. So also smoked. This one will get rid of our rear indicators. It's got LED tail light, brake light, and indicators in this. And along with that, because we don't have integrated front headlight, I bought a pack of smoked lenses for the front. I also got a set of stage 6 CNC levers. So this is like a full billet aluminium CNC stage 6 levers. They are the black with the orange, because we may do a bit of an orange build with this full stage 6. So if you know the orange on the stage 6, this is going to look quite sick. So I think this is going to be a cool addition to the build. That's it for this. Let's get on to stripping the bike. Sweet, the scooter is all stripped. You can see we've stripped everything, even from the back, just because we're going to get to that tail light. But I wanted to check if we can see this barrel. Check out that liquid cooled barrel, and that's obviously where it's leaking from, the return. So we need to get in there, clean it up, get rid of all the rust. You can see this thing is quite rusty, and then go from there.
You can actually see the run marks from the top of the pipe. Oh, and it's wet. Okay, so we found the leak. It's the top hose actually.
That is a what, a 12 mil?
I think they are 12.
Yeah,
if
I
remember
think it's 12.
correctly.
It's tiny.
12 or 14, one of the two.
Yeah. What are those extra hoses?
So this is actually water. So it can heat the manifold.
Oh.
So in really cold areas, you would run the radiator's water would run through there to keep the manifold hot so the fuel can flow.
Nice. How are we going to get to the barrel?
You've got to remove the oil tank, which is a pain in the ass.
Jeepers. Okay, so we've taken off all of these damn panels, basically, just to get this footboard off. But I wanted to show you guys, because I mean, this is new to me. Maybe you guys overseas and stuff, you kind of have seen this, but this is very similar to a Nitro. Like the body panels are identical, other than obviously the grills and stuff. So our Nitro doesn't have this. I'll insert a picture here. But on this one, the radiator is quite a cool little nifty radiator, but it's also got a plastic shroud at the back to kind of deflect the air out and through the sides. It's awesome. It's only a tiny little radiator, and it still looks good. So we're going to get to the barrel now and then try and sort those pipes out. It's so much easier when everything's out the way. It's quite dirty.
This one's leaking, yeah. Nice.
It's quite dirty and rusty, eh? Definitely been leaking for a little while.
Got a cast iron barrel and an aluminium little. See, this here has been looped around, so they've bypassed it somewhere down the line. So there's normally a pipe that runs from there and then there to there just to circulate. It's definitely homemade done. It's not that you're using a brass inlet.
Okay, we're gonna dump the coolant. I guess there's no coolant in there. Oh yeah, that's broken. We'll put a TB05 EM in there, waterproof plug.
It's a bit sludgy, check inside there.
Oh yeah. Or you take the bike outside and just stick a hose pipe in there.
Yeah, we would definitely flush it.
Let's do that later. Completely getting flushed.
Flushing from the radiator now, so you can see it.
Oh yeah. Okay, we're back inside and we are just gonna give this scooter a clean. We are wanting to mod this thing. This thing is not gonna stay standard. So for now, I just want to get the leak gone. So we're gonna reuse the clamps. I don't have any other clamps right now, but we're giving it a nice clean. And then I haven't even ordered any parts for the scooter yet. So let me know in the comments down below what sort of direction we should go. What do you think we should do with this? And yeah, we'll choose from there. Now that we've done all the top end stuff, I want to start on the light. So I'm going to start with the tail light here, but I need to get this tail light off. So let's first take off this carry rack. I think it's just going to be easier so we can get to everything. Cool. We got to get these 10s out of here. So let's get my 10 spanner. There we go. Got the light off. We're also going to take off the indicators because remember, we're doing integrated tail light. So let's get these indicators off. So we'll use the T-bar. Does it fit in here? Yeah, it does. There we go. They're not too bad looking ones. They're clear. And what's cool about them being clear is I don't have to worry about getting amber colored bulbs. But also in the front, if I wanted to, or in the back, if I wanted to, then I could put on just lenses like that. We've got our tail light here, and it comes with these crimpers, which we're not going to be using because yo, that does look sick. Shut up. But we're not going to be using these. Like I said, we are going to be using these. So all we need to do is we'll just cut, well, they're already cut, and we'll just crimp them into here and we're sorted. So let's do that. Install time. We're going to run our cables through the frame here, and I'm thinking we're a bit short on the indicator cables, so we might have to make another plan with that. Get this thing mounted. Oh, that looks clean. We can connect up our tail light and brake light, but the indicators, we're gonna have to make another plan. Check how cool that looks. Smart. Very smart. All right, let's get the nuts back on and then wire it up. Now that the tail's done, we're going to move to the front. I want to first start with these indicator lenses. So I had to buy them in a pack, and it came with the front and the rear, but I'm not going to use the rear. But I really wanted to smoke these out. Again, these are amber colored bulbs, which is awesome. So they're a little cracked. Let's get these out and the new one's on. Well, I guess I was wrong. They're not amber colored bulbs, they're just spray painted orange. I mean, that's one way of doing it. Check at that. We're gonna change it up for amber colored bulbs eventually, but spray paint's doing its job. Damn, that looks sick. That looks so sick. It just looks even more menacing now. I'm gonna swap out this other one and then we're heading on to the headlight. Onto the front. So we've got the front assembly here and we've just got some screws. Let me get these out quickly. Out with the old and in with the new. So much better. Look at that. Okay. Oh my gosh, that looks so menacing. Got some residue on the outside, but oh my gosh, it looks sick. Alright, let's start reinstalling all the plastics. The bike's back together. We got 3 more things to do, and first thing on that list is to put on our seat eliminator. So I've checked this out, and we've got some broken tabs here, so we're only going to be holding on by 4, but 4 is enough, 4 out of 6. But let's position this quite nicely here, just like that. Front cover's on, coolant's filled, we've checked everything. Now onto the levers. Damn, now that is looking sick. Roll the before and after. Move on the map, never smooth on the map, never slip. What you gonna do when you out? Who you with? You ain't really like that, don't you? Don't you? Really on the move on the map, never slip. Put your hands to your left, don't you? Don't you? You ain't really like that, don't you? Don't you? Really on the move on the map, never slip. Put your hands to your left. Shh. Yeah, she sounds. Ooh.
Doing quite better.
Oh shit.
Hang on. I think it's leaking.
Nah, that's leaking quite a lot. I think it's leaked into the engine. It's leaked into the cylinder. Fuck, there's water in the exhaust. That's bad. That's really bad. Well guys, on that somber note, it is going to be the end of the video. We're going to have to troubleshoot this, but for now, that's tomorrow's problem, to be honest. Yeah, bit of a somber one, but we're still going to fix it. We think the cylinder O-ring, the O-ring on the cylinder head is gone, so there could be water in the head or in the cylinder. I think we saw some water come out the exhaust, so that's not always a good sign. So we're going to open that up, see what we can do. I do want to do some big mods to this, but I don't want to do them now. So I think we're going to just jerry-rig it for now, and we'll see what we can do. But if you are enjoying this type of content, remember to like and subscribe, and I'll check you in the next one. Peace.